Hey YouTubers, it's Papa Chaz coming at you this morning. 4:07. You can see we got the fire started. Got the charcoal chimney lit. Got the charcoal down in the grill. And we're going to be putting that brisket on here in about an hour. It'll take it time the charcoal gets lit and gets the fire going, and we'll be putting her on in about an hour. But as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of charcoal in there. Don't take a whole lot. I say you can see that. There you go. Now you can see it with the light in there. But anyway, we'll be back at you here in just a little bit when we get it put on. And we'll talk to you later. Hey YouTube, I'm back. Let me show you what we got going on here. I don't know if you can be able to see that. 72 and 306. And I'm going to show you my firebox right quick. If you remember a while ago, we just had about a third of that charcoal chimney full. And I've got 2 chunks of pecan and a couple of small limbs in there. Now, I took this thing up hot this morning for a reason. I seasoned it, cleaned it up good yesterday and re-seasoned it, so I needed to get it hot and get that oil burned in good. But I've got the, I don't know if you can be able to see this or not. This thing don't seem to be working. The light don't seem to be working real good. As you can see, you just barely see a crack right there. I've got this damper shut just about all the way down. Let this thing cool back down a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the meat on. About 10 minutes till 5. It ain't been going, but maybe 35-40 minutes. But just to show you, when you got your charcoal basket built, some of the other mods we did, and when the daylight comes, I'll show you something else I've done to it. But I'm gonna let that temp come on back down, and then get that meat put on, and we'll be back in a little bit. Hey YouTube, we're back. You can see we got our temperature down to around in the mid 240s. It's going to be right around 250, and that's what we're going to try to hold for all day long. And you can see that beautiful looking piece of meat. And I'm going to flip this thing over the side. Yeah, this is the side that's going to go up. And we'll just go ahead and take it outside and get it put on the grill. And it's still dark out here. It's not quite 5 o'clock, just a few minutes. And raise this up. Put some meat on the grill. Got the point side, which is the big end, up toward the firebox. And we'll give it about 45 minutes. We'll come out and check that firebox. It'll start getting daylight enough to start actually doing some videoing. And we'll be back in a little while. Hey YouTube, Papa Chaz coming back to you. Got my brisket on here. As you can see, man, it is looking good. It smells so good. We are not quite 2 hours. It's about an hour and 45 minutes. Gonna have to put some more water in the pan, but we're keeping this thing around 260, 270. You see my little fire. Cooking today with pecan and apple, and we're staying. Well, right now it's showing 253, but we just opened it. It's staying around 265, 260, 265, and you can see the fog in the background, but not hardly any smoke coming out of there at all, which is the way you want it. It's just a real thin smoke, but it'll be enough to put some flavor in the meat. So I'm going to go in and get some water and add to the smoker water pan. You can see we're running just under halfway open, keeping a good temperature. And it's looking good. Internal meat temperature is up to 118. We don't pay a whole lot of attention to that with brisket, because you really just want to make sure it's good and soft. It'll be above the recommended meat temperatures anyway for it to be done. So to be done to the right way we want it done. So let me get this shut down. I'll get some water put in the water pan, and we'll check back after a while. See you later. Hey YouTuber, Papa Chaya's back at you. We're 4 hours in, and let me show you that beautiful piece of meat. Man, everything's looking good. Temperature staying a little bit hot. Really, I've had to choke it back some, and cut the airflow back a little bit. Just put some wood in, and thought, well, I better videotape this. But something we talked about this morning before daylight is some of the mods that we did on the smoker. One of the things that I did, see that firebox ash pan? Get down here. I doubled the size, or a little bit more than doubled the size of it, because it wouldn't hold the ashes. You do a 3 or 4 hour cook, and you can see how my deck here got burnt up with some coals and stuff, ashes falling out. So I just cut the bottom out of it and made it twice as deep as it was, and man, it works good now. So just another one of the mods we've done to this grill. But she sure does smoke good. She sure does turn out some good food. But anyway, that's where we're at. We're at 4 hours, right at 4 hours. And I'll be wrapping it here in a little bit. We've hit the stall. Of course, we should be hitting the stall. But I'm expecting it to take another 4 or 5 hours to finish this thing out. So anyway, that's where we're at. We'll be back at you after a while.